Let me take you into a journey of habits, because success is never built on luck. It is built on patterns of discipline, consistency, and decisions that you make every single day. Many people dream of success. They talk about it, they read about it, but they do not live in a way that prepares them to actually achieve it. If you want success, you must understand that it is a consequence, not a coincidence. It comes because of the habits you repeat, the actions you commit to, and the mindset you refuse to give up on when things get difficult. Every successful person you admire did not become who they are by accident. They train themselves consciously and unconsciously to live in a way that pushes them forward instead of holding them back. Think about it this way. Your daily routine is like the soil, and your dreams are the seeds. If the soil is toxic, the seeds will never grow. If the soil is rich and nurtured, even the smallest seed will eventually turn into forest. The question is, what kind of soil are you creating in your life? One of the most important habits you must build is learning continuously. Too many people believe that education ends the moment they leave school or university. That is the biggest mistake. True education begins after school, when life becomes your teacher. Every day you must read, observe, and ask questions. The world is changing too fast, and if you stop learning, you will become irrelevant. Those who succeed are those who adapt, and those who adapt are those who never stop learning. Another habit is discipline with your time. Everyone is given the same 24 hours, but how you use it determines everything. Most people waste their time on entertainment, gossip, or complaining. And then they wonder why success doesn't come. Successful people know how to value every minute. They plan their days, they prioritize what matters, and they say no to distractions. Success is not about doing everything. It is about doing the right things consistently. You must also develop the habit of persistence. Life will test you, break you, and push you down more times than you can count. Most people quit too early, right before their breakthrough. Success is hidden behind the walls of failure, rejection, and disappointment. The only way to reach it is to keep moving, to keep believing, to keep trying again and again when others would have walked away. Persistence is not about never failing. It is about never giving failure the permission to be final. Another habit that changes everything is surrounding yourself with the right people. Who you spend your time with determines your future. If you are always around negative, small-minded people who complain about everything, you will eventually think like them and become like them. But if you surround yourself with dreamers, builders, and problem solvers, their energy and mindset will lift you higher. Success is contagious, but so is failure. Choose your circle wisely, because your environment will either be your greatest weapon or your greatest prison. The next habit is to embrace change instead of fearing it. The world will never stay the same. Technology, business, and opportunities evolve constantly. If you hold on to old ways, you will be left behind. Those who succeed are those who see change not as a threat, but as a chance to grow, to innovate, to become better. When others are afraid of change, you must train yourself to adapt faster, to look for new possibilities, and to move forward while others are stuck. Another powerful habit is taking responsibility. Most people love to blame their circumstance, their government, their parents, their boss, or their lack of luck. But successful people take full responsibility for where they are and where they're going. When you blame others, you give them the power over your future. When you take responsibility, you gain the power to change your future. Success belongs to those who look in the mirror and say, if it is to be, it is up to me. You must also have the habit of working harder than others expect from you. Success does not come to the lazy. It comes to those who are willing to put in the extra hours, the extra effort, the extra sacrifice. But here's the secret. When you truly love what you are doing, hard work does not feel like punishment. It feels like passion. The people who change the world are not the ones who simply work for money, but the ones who work because they believe in their mission. Another habit is resilience in the face of criticism. The more successful you become, the more criticism you will face. People will doubt you, mock you, and try to pull you down. If you live for their approval, you will never achieve greatness. You must develop the strength to listen, learn if the criticism have truth, and ignore it if it is only noise. Remember, nobody criticizes the person who does nothing. Criticism is the tax you pay for aiming higher than the average. A habit that ties everything together is gratitude. Too many people are so focused on what they don't have that they forget what they do have. Gratitude keeps you humble, focused, and energized. It prevents greed from blinding you and fear from paralyzing you. When you are grateful for the opportunities, the people, and even the struggles in your life, you create a mindset that attracts even more blessing. Gratitude is the habit that multiplies success. Finally, the habit of vision. You must see further than today. Success is not built by people who only think about the weekend or the next paycheck. It is built by people who have a vision so clear, so strong, that it guides every decision they make. Vision gives you direction when times are dark. Vision gives you courage when fear takes over. Vision makes you unstoppable because you are not just living for now, you are building for the future. If you put these habits into practice learning continuously, valuing time, persisting through challenges, choosing the right people, embracing change, taking responsibility, working hard, facing criticism, living with gratitude, and holding a strong vision, you will not only achieve success, but you will also build a life of meaning, resilience, and impact. Habits are the invisible architects of destiny. Change your habits, and you will change your future. Now, I want you to think deeply. Which of these habits are missing from your life today? Because success is not about knowing what to do. It is about doing what you know. Start small, be consistent, and let these habits shape you into the person you are meant to be. Success is not waiting for you in some distant place. It is already inside you, waiting to be unlocked by your daily choices. Success is a long journey, and if you want to walk that road, you need to understand that habits are not something you switch on and off when you feel like it. They are your silent partners, the companions that follow you every single day, shaping your actions even when you don't notice. Many people wish for success. They hope for it. They pray for it. But they do not build a lifestyle that attracts it. A person without the right habits is like a farmer who plants nothing but expect a harvest. That is not how life works. You cannot expect greatness while living in mediocrity. Let me give you a picture. Imagine a man who wakes up late, spends his day scrolling through meaningless things, complains about the economy, blames his family for his problems, and ends the day watching others succeed on television or social media. Now imagine another person who wakes up with intention, spends an hour learning something new, takes risks even when afraid, focuses on his craft, and constantly adapt when things go wrong. Which one do you think life will reward? It's obvious, isn't it? Life respects discipline. Life respects those who respect themselves enough to build the right patterns. Learning continuously is one of the most underestimated habits. Jack Ma himself was rejected by schools, jobs, and opportunities dozens of times, yet he never stopped learning. He picked up English by speaking with tourists, not by sitting in a classroom. That shows you something real learning happens when you are curious.